Uncle Bob. So yeah. So Uncle Bob. So when when the accident happened, accident, whatever you want to call it, when that happened, I was laying on the ground. I mean, on the floor in the house, and so the first thing I don't know what anyone else thought if they ever been in a situation of being shot or been hurt and they thought they about to die or whatever. The first thing you think is the white lights. They're seeing white, and I saw white. It was the ceiling. The ceiling was white. And so my focus hadn't came in. I was looking dead at the ceiling. It was blurry. So that's why, because it was blurry, it looked like just a white abyss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So and with the doors, bam, boom, 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 that brought me to, and I noticed it was the ceiling, and I was like, oh, I lived. Because, that was not my plans. And so I was like, oh. So I heard them knocking.
That was God's plan, though.
Yeah, and so I heard them knocking, and so then they stopped. They stopped knocking, so now I was like, well, you got a choice. I was like, I'm like, I don't feel nothing happen. I don't feel no pain. I don't feel no shortness. I'm like, you don't even feel like you're dying. I'm like, so I literally got tired of waiting to die. And so I was like, man, you might as well. And so by having not enough cotton or whatever, so fabric and the wood and the bullet wound being right there by my chest, I was actually doing the best by putting the compression. I turned on my chest and slid all the way to the front door from my mama's bedroom to the front door. That's a long way. To the front door.
Where was you was there by yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, and so I kicked the door, and so that was the last little strength I had in my body. I kicked the door, and so but you start hearing walkie-talkies, and as soon as I kicked the door, it's like, someone's in there, and all that shit. And so they start banging the door, and I was right there. I was like, oh, they gonna kill me. I thought they were gonna knock the door, and I couldn't move. I thought but that's what they knocked it and pulled it up off the hinges. And as soon as instead of it falling, they hurry up and grabbed it, and I was right there. And every single cop that saw me jump right over my ass. One of them was like, I found the drugs, I found the gun, found the drugs, I found...
Stop playing.
And so they had Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob stopped. He would not jump over me. Uncle Bob said, I don't give a what you found. Did you not see this child on the floor? No one saw this baby. The whole time I was trying to tell him, he keep trying to tell me, stop trying to talk. I'm trying to tell him the whole time, I ain't no baby, I'm not a baby. I'm spitting blood all in his face trying to tell him I'm not a baby. Boy, I'm 11 years old up in here, boy, you tripping, boy. But nah, so Uncle Bob refused to jump over me. And so he made one of his cops, he made one of them drive. He sat with me in the back seat, the whole movie scene, you're not gonna die on me, all that. We went to the nearest hospital. My mom was so mad. My mama came whispered in my ear once she got to me in the hospital, once everything was all good. Why the hell you let these people bring you to this hospital? Boy, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this damn bill.
Our people, what I tell you.
You're like, well, why you like, boy, this bill gonna be so damn expensive.
Well, I tell you, our people is
exactly.
I love us.
And so he made sure that happened. He'd come through that, like, move. Give me a doctor now. Some move up. I said some real move.
Now, is Uncle Bob, he's still around?
Uncle Bob just passed.
Oh.
Are you having trouble paying for rent, gas, groceries, and other bills? If you are, you have to see this. I'm getting 12.
Yeah, Uncle Bob he's home. Now he back with his wife.
Now, did you stay in contact with him?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
That's amazing.
I met him years later though. I thought he died.
So when maybe he saw you on TV and
I thought he died so much to where when I accepted my icon award or whatever, I said a rest in peace to him in my speech.
Oh, you said rest in peace, but he was still living.
He was still living.
And he like, wait a minute, when you said you was trying to tell him you wasn't a baby, he like, I'm still living.
Exactly. So what happened was I was at a restaurant in New Orleans. It was like one of the best little restaurants, but it's so small. And so this day he was in there eating though. And so it was literally the place so small. It was literally who I walked in there with, and his table was right there, and he was there eating with who he was with. That's all the people was in the restaurant. So the waitress came over when she was coming to take my order. She was like, "Baby, the man over there told me to just tell you." She's like, "I don't want to bother you, but He said, just say something about Uncle Bob. He said, you'll know that. When she said it, she looked at him and said, oh, you do? She said, well, that's Uncle Bob.
Well, I know he was proud of you.
I walked over to the table. I damn near crawled over to the table.
Wow.
And I was just like, man. He looked up, he was like, hey. You don't have to, he was like, man, I'm just glad to see that I saved a life that mattered. And he said, I'm glad that you made the most out of the life I saved.
Yeah,
and so I was like,
that's amazing.
I was like, man, let me pay for the meal or something. Like, he refused.
That was sweet, though.
And so we kept in touch with him, and then he started helping out, doing stuff for Young Money around the city.
Oh, okay, well,
yeah.
360.
Yeah, so when I met him, when we finally met, he was like, man, if you want to do it, I asked him what you need. Like, man, what you need? Let me do something for you. Like, you know what? I don't want it, because that guy, I don't want nothing. He was like, you know what? You want to give me something? Give me a job, man. I'm tired of sitting at home every day.